Courageous. Return to the courageous. Upon returning to the courageous, they hurriedly carried the Zemurian ore they have attained to where George was waiting. So this is a Zemurian ore crystal, huh? It's even cooler than I thought it'd be. You brought back a real treat this time. Laughing. We couldn't believe our eyes when we saw it at first. So, what do you think? Think you'll be able to make a new weapon for Valamar? It's hard to say, honestly. It seems really difficult to work with, and even there's the matter of getting enough of it to make something with. I feared as much. I find it hard to imagine this would be enough to make a Tachi large enough for Valamar to use in combat. I doubt this will be enough for Professor Smith to start helping out with either. Well, all we can do is gather a lot more. There are 3 other spirit shrines in Eastern Erebonia. Just get through the other trials and you should have enough. Sure, make it sound so easy. Feel free to volunteer if you have any brighter ideas. Like Elliot said, we'll just have to do what we can and gather a lot more. This will be a piece of cake. Still, what we got now is enough for me to get a feel on how to work with it. And to do that, we're going to need to set up a proper workshop on the ship. Then by all means, do so in this area here. My brother will have no objection. Thank you, Highness. Yes, thank you. I'll get right to work. If you get a chance, would you mind helping me out, Reem? You'll be the one who has to carry whatever we end up making into combat, so it'll help to have you here. I'll be happy to. Choosing to help George make his workshop will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. Do not do this quest yet. You need to do the other 3. Alright, it's not gonna let us do the other 3s until we help him out. That's kind of a sheesh moment. Normally, it should have just let me did it. It's probably because I did it too early the other time. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valamar's Tachi. If you get a chance, I really appreciate if you could help me out. Choosing to help George make his workshop will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all unfinished quests will disappear. Oh. Thanks. Well then, do you think you can bring me my tools from the Order Factory? Can do, George. Marine then began remodeling the ship's hold into a workshop. While the process was more than a little exhausting, it didn't take long before they were finished. This should work now. Okay, let's see if we can process this Zemurian already. We're going to start by reinforcing Velamar's existing blade, right? Kind of your way of preparing for the real thing. That's the idea, yeah. I just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with, and it'll give you a stronger sword to use in the meantime. Let's get to work, of course. Together they worked on reinforcing Velamar's existing blade, despite the task being simple compared to making an entirely new weapon. Working with Zemurian ore was Hard even for George. Bringing in the other members of Class 7 as well as even Valamar helped where they could and supported him in his efforts. Eventually, the next day. Wow, Valamar, your new blade is quite impressive. Yeah, it came out pretty well, although the base weapon is still the same as the sword art. Unlike a sword art blade, however, I can feel mana radiant from it. I expect it'll be able to hold a significant keener edge than before. I'm amazed you managed to process that stuff. A hunk of crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? Well, if anyone could, it's you. I wouldn't have been able to do much with it if not for you guys' help. That we got this far is a real testament of our combined efforts. I'm not sure our contribution can even compare to what you've done. I'm grateful for it. I'm sure the battles ahead are going to go a lot more smoothly thanks to this. We're lucky to have you on our side, George. Now, all you gotta do is take it into a real fight and see how it feels. Right. We should give Elamar to give it a couple good swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
Toa?
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's Celtic. Celtic?
What happened to Celtic?
It was set on fire by the Kreutzen Provincial Army.
What?
What?
They set a course for Keldrick and hurried there as fast as their legs could carry them. Once they arrived, a number of them disembarked to assess the situation, Instructor Sarah and Eustace included. Yes, you are now locked in, and this is where it gets very dark. The story gets very, very dark. This is the point where I say that you kind of want to have to run a couple of people. You know what? Let's run you, Machias. And let's run Lisa, because I need to start using some of these guys. The same day, killed Dick. The aftermaths. Oh, I'll roll Machias because one, he actually has a significant role in this. Even though it won't say it. This is awful. How could they? How could they do this to such a lively town? The Grand Market seems to have taken the blunt of it too. Unbelievable. How could the Provincial Army do this to the people they're meant to protect? I can't believe this. Let's have a look around. We should pay a visit to both the Market Manager and the 4th Armored Division too.